the tablet sucks. There, I've said it. It really does. In the current state of the game, it really does suck. I know everybody's calling it like the most OP item in the game. Everybody loves it, but I don't really. I'm gonna get into why in a second here. But first of all, if you don't know what this is, the tablet, also known as the MVCS 3000, for some reason that's what it's called, is an item inside of Roblox stores, which you get when you complete a 1000. That's right, after you go through 1000 doors. What does it do? Well, it basically acts as a night vision camera, as well as it shows the locations of important items throughout your run indoors. So for example, if you use it in the library, you can see all the books. If you use it in door 100, you can see all the electrical components. I think you get what I mean. And that's it. That's what it does. After going through 1000 doors, it's just a night vision camera and you can see all the locations of items. Now that by itself would be pretty cool. That is really cool. But my problem comes to how doors actually work. Because let's say that I've just gotten the tablet and I rift it, right? Let's say I take it out the rift because I actually want to use it. You know, it's an item. I want to use it. And then I die and I don't rift it. And then it's gone forever. So all the trouble I went through to get it. Keep in mind, I have to go through about 1060 doors. And that is, I've gone through it. I've completed a 1000. I've completed a 1000. Thank you. But I've completed a 1000. And let me tell you, it is actually painful. For me, it took around 2 hours to get just the 1000 door part. And you are on edge all the time. It is stressful. It is tense. And it is an experience that I do not wish to recreate. But it was an interesting experience. I love the idea of 1000 doors. It's so cool. So don't get me wrong on that part. After you can go through all that trouble, you get a tablet that does, well, it's a night vision camera and it shows you all the location of the items. That's pretty cool. Sure, yeah. But then you actually want to use it in a run and then you die and then it's gone. That sucks. So if you intend on keeping it, you have to survive all the way to door 100 and rift it. You can't leave the game. You can't die. You have to rift it or it's just gone. Now, my first impressions of this item, my first impression being the first time I used it, wasn't the best because I thought it was completely useless. As at the time, I haven't seen anyone use it. I didn't even know there was anything had door without a 1000. But soon after I got to a 1000, I died. But I didn't really give it too much thought because I was like, I've gotten the badge. That's it. Oh, yes. And then soon after, I found out what the tablet actually does. And I wasn't really too bothered. I was like, oh, that's it. As although it only shows you the location of items, I can easily play the game without that because I'm just such an epic gamer. But no, seriously, I can't play the game without it. It only shaves off rarely, like a minute maybe. Not an unreasonable amount of time sort of thing. I'm not spending an hour in the library, you know, trying to hunt for all the books and everything. And would I do a 1000 again just to get the tablet? For sure. As it is a pretty cool souvenir because it looks pretty epic and that's about it. But would I ever use it? No. It is apparently an unfinished item in the game. So here's a few ideas I came up with to make it better. First of all, I think an idea that would be pretty cool is, I think this has all popped into your heads, is to actually make it purchasable for a reasonable price in maybe Jeff's shop. Probably be up for like 1,000 coins, maybe 2,000. I think that'd be probably a bit too much. If you're not too fond of that idea, how about I put on a slight twist to it? Have it be able to be purchasable at Jeff's shop, but only if you have obtained it once before. So that means you have to go through a 1000 and do that whole thing. And it's basically like, if you get to a 1000, you also unlock the tablet. Maybe there's like an exclusive area in Jeff's shop where it has the tablet on a display case or something, and it only becomes available if you've gotten the tablet before through a 1000. I think that actually would be a way better idea. I think if they did do that, or made it so the only way that you can get it isn't just by going through 1000 doors, will make it such a better item. But moving on, another idea I think is that if you get to a 1000 and once again pick up the tablet, it will somehow save the tablet so you can always get it in a reception. Just like the rift always shows up whenever you've rifted something, maybe if you've obtained the tablet once before, it will always be in the reception. Maybe just somewhere randomly on a random desk or in one of the drawers. I don't know. Something like that would be pretty cool though. But that's just another way to get the tablet without having to go through 1000 doors. And now here is something that I think would be really cool. I think what the tablet does now is okay, but what if it had a special and unique use that a tablet is required for in floor 2? So we all know that floor 2 is coming out soon. We don't know when, but we know that it is going to come out soon. Maybe the tablet could reveal some sort of code, like maybe if you flip up the camera, face it towards like a wall or something, it will reveal some text or some numbers and you just have to keep finding the numbers. I don't know. And that text would be like a code. You know, for the library, you have to find books and the text would be like a code or something. And now this wouldn't be for a puzzle that is needed to complete floor 2. You don't need to go through 1000 doors to complete floor 2. But just like the rooms is an optional thing, doing this tablet thing could also be an optional way to go. Like maybe it unlocks a secret passageway to get a ton of coins. Like the skeleton key is in the hospital room. Or what if, just thought of this now, literally while I'm recording, you probably have heard of Bendy and the Ink Machine. Inside of it, there's this magnifying glass, I believe, that you get when you've completed the game, or you've done like halfway through of it or something. Anyway, the magnifying glass can be used to see secret text on the walls, like hidden text on the walls, which mainly reveals lore and just some cool Easter eggs. I always thought that idea in Bendy and Ink Machine was actually really cool. So if Doors did that with the tablet, then I would be like, okay, that might be worth it. As right now, like I've said, I don't think the tablet's all that worth it, especially since when you die, it's gone forever and you have to do the 1,000 doors again. Let me know your ideas in the comments down below to make the tablet better. I think the potential for this item is actually crazy. Like, you know, the hidden text. Okay, now that I've thought of the hidden text, I can't get that out of my head. I hope the developers of Doors update it in the future, as they did say, like I mentioned, it's an unfinished item. But if you did enjoy, please do subscribe and check out this video where I talk all about everything we know about Floor 2 so far. It'll be right here on the screen. So, see ya!